Okay, we're rolling.
You are now tuned in to the Pillow Talk Podcast Hour. You are now tuned in to the Pillow Talk Podcast Hour.
Girl, hurry up. The show about to come on. Come on.
What up, what up, what up, what up, though? What up, what up, what up, though? What up, though? We are in the building. We're in the building. Yes, we are in the building.
Yes, we are.
Yes, the Dream Team
Episode-
presents
Yes, episode 25
of Pillow Talk
We're going to talk
Podcast
about,
Live.
Sorry,
Yes.
cut you off.
No, you good.
Pillow Talk Podcast Live. That's us, the Dream Team. So we're here. We're going to be talking about things about going into 2025. I know a lot of
Yes.
people be like, why do you have to wait till a new year change to start? You can start now, but sometimes, you can wait, and that's just like a motivation.
Yes.
That'd be
Yep.
like motivation. It's not just, you can do something right now that, in a few days, it's just about, just setting up, motivating yourself. Because sometimes you have to motivate yourself. You have to encourage yourself. So it's good. It's good to have a New Year resolution.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's good to have that. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about, marriage.
Yes.
This is episodes of Marriage Chronicles. Anytime y'all see just me and him without our panelists and without a guest on, we're just going to be talking about Marriage Chronicles.
Marriage, relationships, and things of that nature. Ways that maybe help you out along the way of your marriage and your relationship, and going into that fiance area or whatever the case may be. But
And building a relationship,
Yes.
so just building. When you're in a relationship, you got to keep building. You got to keep building. You can't just stay at a platform. You have to keep building to make it work. It's not like it's a lot of work and forceful building. Don't let it be a forceful building, but just doing things like this. Like I always say, this podcast that we do, it helps us. It's so therapeutic for our
Yes, it
marriage.
is.
So we get excited about, setting up and getting ready to come on and do a podcast. And it's just good energy between the both of us. Like we be super, super excited when Sundays come, to do our podcast. And it helps us. It's therapeutic for us. It's therapeutic for our marriage because we're doing this together. We talk things out, and it's no disagreement about it. It's just fun. It's fun and exciting.
yes.
So that's some things we're going to be talking about.
Yes, we're gonna tap in on things like especially about going into the new year. That's one of the things that I definitely want to speak upon. You know what I'm saying? Going into the new year, are you prepared? What have you been doing to make changes to shed that negativity off your skin, whether it be you that started or somebody that inflicted you with it, or you got embedded into it and got entangled some type of way into some negativity, and you like, what, it's been heavy on my back, heavy on my mind, my soul, and I want to get rid of it. I want to go into 2025 feeling great, confident, and like I could conquer the world, and just with a new start, man. Just take this journey to the next level, because you always have to shed that skin and you have to grow along the way. So that's what's really that's one thing to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like going into 2025, you want to basically, not the rhyme or nothing like that, but you want to strive. You know what I'm saying? You want to strive in a positive direction. So what are you going to do going into 2025 that's going to make you different from the last couple of years of yourself? Of course you want to be better, man. May it be your kids, your children, whether it be your wife, your girlfriend, whether it just be yourself. You want to prove to yourself that you got what it takes to make it to the next, or to be ready for the next thing that God brings your way. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully it's all in your thoughts of positivity, like making it better. So what do you say, babe?
I say like coming into 2025, I feel like what I'm going to do is, like 2024 hit me. It hit me hard. I had 2 deaths, like close to me, like close to my soul. Like hit me. I had 2 deaths. My cousin and my father. So I'm still, that grieving process lasts forever. It's no cutoff. It's no cutoff for it. But I want to go into 2025 at this time around of grieving and, death, when my mom passed, that hit me. So now I'm learning to cope with death and grieving a little bit better. I mean, it hurt, it still hurt, but I just want to go into 2025 and just, accepting what just happened. I'm going into 2025 accepting what happened to me in 2024.
Yes.
Death, it hurts us, but when our loved ones move on, they're not suffering anymore. So I'm going to 2025 accepting that they're not suffering anymore. So I'm hopefully, God going to comfort me and give me that peace. And that's what I wanted to go into 2025 without a heavy heart. That is exactly what, something I'm going to be focusing more on. And I'm going to have to start redirecting myself. I know people are like, go ahead and cry and go ahead and grieve and come on. I don't want to live there. I don't want to live at that grieving moment. So I'm walking into 2025 with acceptance. Accepting my loved ones. My cousin passed away. Accepting my dad passed away. So that's what I'm walking into 2025 doing with acceptance. I don't want to live in grief. If I continue to live in grief and have that feeling, I'm my energy, my spirit going to continue to be down. So 2025. I'm walking into acceptance of that grieving, and I don't want to live in grief in this grieving process. I don't want to linger it like I did with my mom. I don't want to do that. That's a feeling like your soul, your energy. So me accepting it and giving, not giving up the grief, but redirecting myself and telling myself I don't have to live in grief and accept that they have passed on in transition. I think I'm going to be okay in 2025. I'm going to be okay in 2025. And I know, so enough with that. Rest in peace to my mom. Rest in peace to my cousin Yolanda. Rest in peace to my dad. Like,
oh man,
but I'm walking into 2025 without that grief, because they had peace.
Yes,
they had peace. So I'm walking into there accepting it. I'm gonna have to accept it. I know I'm gonna have my triggers, but I ain't gonna let it get me because I've been down. I've been down. I had my ups, my downs, but majority of 2024, I've been down. I've been down. But I'm walking into 2025 accepting this grief, and I'm ready. I'm ready for 2025. I'm ready.
Yes.
I mean, me and him, we ain't even did no traveling really this year. When you do some traveling, I feel like, like your energy got to be ready for it.
Everything has to be on point.
It got to be on point, like to explore, to enjoy. I know sometimes, you go, like stress from work and little things like that. Yeah, let's travel. Let's get out the way. But to have that grief and grieving, that energy, your energy process, your energy, I'm speaking for myself. My energy just don't be there, like to want to do those things. So by coming to 2025, back on our traveling, because we both want to explore the world and see things. So those are some things that we're looking forward to in 2025.
Yes. Save a lot, spend a little.
Yes, and we got
Spend it
something
wisely.
else that's going on. And y'all know me, I talk too much, but my husband, he balanced me. So we got something else coming out in 2025.
Yes.
That's going to be excited.
We're going to keep that. We'll keep it going. We're going to keep it going.
Yeah.
You got to keep pushing.
Yeah, so 2025 going to be a great year.
It's going to be.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be. Ooh la la. Yes, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to love it, man. You got to keep it going, man. You got to keep it going. You have to, find, like you said, find balance, get on the right track, get the way you need to be in life. And you have to, like, as much as you've endured with a great deal of pain for 24, 23, 25 has to be okay. I still remember and hold those thoughts and memories dearly. but I have to keep moving on. So that's like very big.
Yes. So Tish Tucker said 2025 is up. I'm letting go of all
Yes.
trauma. It's time to grow. It's time to grow to all. Yes, you know,
Yes.
we live in a moment too long. We live in a moment too long, and longer we stay there, we're gonna stay there. So we have to move forward. We have to move forward. I know things hurt us. We have a lot of trauma things, you know, we lose loved ones and things, you know, of that nature and everything. But we have to move forward because we have to move forward because we have to enjoy the rest of our life that we have here on this earth. So we have to enjoy it. So it is move forward. It's not like sometimes I think we as humans, we feel like the more we grieve, if we don't grieve, we didn't love our loved ones enough.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so but I feel like we got to push forward. We have to push forward. We have to move forward. And yes, it's time to grow. It's time to grow and evolve in everything, any aspect of your life. It's time to grow. And I don't know if who I just caught on, who came in on it. I had said like people like the New Year's resolution. Everybody always be like, why do people wait till New Year's to start?
Right.
You gotta motivate yourself because if you don't motivate yourself, nobody gonna do it for you. So you gotta have something to look forward to. So it's good to have that New Year's resolution, whatever it may
Yes.
be. It's good to have it because you're motivated. You're looking forward to do it. And I always say before you even start a new resolution or anything,
Yeah, New Year's-
pray,
yeah.
pray about it because wherever you want to be in life, God is already there. It's up to us to get where He's at.
Yeah, he
because
already-
God
he
is
already has
already
it.
there.
He already
because
has
He
it.
gonna, you know, if
Yeah.
God brought you to it, He'll bring you through it. So
Yeah.
I
The doors are already the key is already in the lock, ready for you to turn it. It's just you have to take the correct steps and follow his path to get to where you need to be. And that's very important with it. So that's definitely 100 with me. God is controlling. He's leading. He's guiding. It's just like, are you really, really opening your mind and your thoughts and your heart to God in order to receive his message? Because like you can't just, Lord help me, and then you just go and do what you want to do. You have to like be still for a second. It might be a little long, but trust me, when you get what you're gonna get from him, it's gonna feel like a second. So you have to chill for a minute, listen to him, be still, and follow his aura, his heart, his love. Besides listening to man and listening to this person, that person, you just have to follow your heart, follow your faith, and keep going. And I promise you, the doors will be open. And I gotta say this. And when you're going on your journey and you with somebody that you love or somebody that you like see as being there at the finish line with you, you know what I'm saying? It makes the journey that much greater, that much thicker, that much realistic, that much like full of faith. Because like when you feeling like, damn, I don't know. I just, what I'm saying, something going on in my head. I don't know if I can. And she pull you up like, babe, come on, it's gonna be okay. Or vice versa. So it's always better to have double the strength and love and victory. So I believe, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Tish also said, y'all about to make me cry. Happy I tuned in. I needed to hear this. Thank you for letting us that
Thank
God
you,
is
Tish. Thank you,
using
thank
us
you.
because, I always pray for God to use me, so thank you for letting us know that God is using us. So that's what we want, when we get on our platform, whatever, we're not.
That's some icing on the cake right there.
Yes, like that's things we want to know. Like, we want to help people. And we want people to help us. It's not that feel like we here and it's somebody here. We want to be like we pull you pull us, and and keep going. That's what this platform is about. Like everybody pulling each other up.
Yes.
So when y'all tune in and y'all, comment and share things with us, like it means a lot to us. It
Yes,
really
it
do.
does. It
Because
means
we
a
get
lot.
on here
Yes.
and we be ready. We be ready to talk, get
Yes.
y'all be sharing little things with us and be teaching us stuff, and we be like loving that. We be loving it.
And it's very important, man. It's very
Yes.
important, man.
Yes, it is. So, one other thing we wanted to get on here and talk about too, as far as, hey, what did we say? I think relationships, the relationships and marriages, is like you just touched on it a little bit as far as being a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were saying, like you had mentioned earlier, and you were saying something like,
Other day
how long would you explain it? Like, how long would you continue to be with a partner if they're not evolving? Like you had made a scenario about certain things,
Yeah, like how long? What was it? What was it? How long is too long? Or when is enough is enough? When is enough enough? Like just like as far as like putting your all, your 100. You ask God for this man to come to you or this woman to come into your life, and you like, you know what? I'm gonna do everything I gotta do to make this right. I'm gonna do everything. You know, I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna have no numbers. I'm not gonna flirt. I'm not whatever the case may be that makes the other person feel very uncomfortable and know that something crazy going on, and you know something going on within your heart too. Like I'm just doing this, whatever you're doing. But anyway, so you know, you give your all to. We're gonna use a man as a scenario because this is more easy for me to relate to. You know what I'm saying? Man, like okay, they're a person that you met him, blah, blah, boom, 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 and now he's a street dude, and so you're like, okay, now you met him as a street dude, so you know he has street tendency. So like he go to jail. Then he get out. He go to jail for, let's say he go to jail for a month, 60 days. He get out, you know, doing his thing for 2 weeks, helping you out, bring home groceries, go to work, and he's still doing that street thing, but then boom, he get caught again. This time he got to do 6 months, 9 months, and you still holding it down. Okay, I love my baby. I ain't gonna do nothing on the side, none of that, blah, blah, blah. You still holding it down. So enough, you still got that patience, you still going, and then boom, he get out again. And he only be out for like 6 months, and he go back to jail for this time. He go to jail for like 2 to 5 years. How many times you gonna be like, look, I'm gonna hold you down till you get out? How many times you gonna do that? Are you expecting him to get on a path of like, look, get it together, or I'm not gonna be there the fourth time? It's a wrap. You might have said the second time I'm done with it, but I mean, how long is enough, or when is enough as far as your patience? As far as God saying that could be potentially that could be the God that God sent you, but you just have to really, really be strong. I mean, how long do you stand in there?
Personally, me, like in those situations, it depends on, you know, I feel like it's a maturity level or whatever when it comes to play something like that. So if you're saying like if a person got with a guy and he's doing everything he's supposed to do when he out.
Right.
He's not cheating on you. He's not doing anything. He's been the man. He's been the provider when he out. And you saying he's a street guy though, but he's
still doing a little something on the side that's not legal.
So he goes to jail, and you hold him down when he in jail. So you're saying when he come home, he continue to be that person. He continue to be your person where, you know, he's not cheating on you still. He's still providing. He's still, and then he go back. So you're saying how much is enough? I feel like that's like. It's hard. That would be something like a hard, but when your maturity and you grow in your mind, I feel like at some point he got to stop. You know, because even though when he's out, he's been a provider, he's still leaving me to handle everything when he gone, and he continue to keep going. Right. So at some point, if he's not evolving, and you're going to be at a stagnant. Yeah. Because he's not evolving. This just like a pattern. And then you attract I believe in the law of attraction. You attract what you allow. So if you allow this to keep happening, then that's going to keep happening. So at some point you have to, as a person, you have to stop it. You have to stop it and say, hey, this can't continue to keep happening. Like I appreciate you on everything, but this is a pattern and you know, we got to work on this pattern. We got to work. It ain't just like leave him all the way alone. If he don't want to evolve or grow from it, then I, as a woman, it's like push back. It's time to let go because you're not evolving. And I think that comes with maturity in your thought process because they're not evolving. I personally, you know, in a situation like it wasn't that, and I'm speaking on not from experience that I would have did that, but now that I'm 52 years old and my thought process there. Because my thought process has not always been there, you know. So I had been in the first marriage, my first marriage, and that he didn't want to evolve, and I stayed. So when I talk about things, sometimes I really be wanting people to know I've been in a place of situations, and so that's why I speak on it too. Like, evolve. Don't let somebody stop you, because I feel like I could have went further with a lot of things if I would have
just evolve, I gotta
stop that situation and continue to evolve. Yeah, you know. So when I say these things, you know, I don't know if the young people watching or older people, even older people who still haven't, you know, got it because it took me later age to get that when I'm with somebody. and not evolving. So like with me and you, we evolved. Me and you, when we came together, I think that was one of our attractions with each other. It wasn't
That's
about
what I was telling
nothing.
Sherrod.
It wasn't about looks, money, this, that, or whatever. I think me and your attraction was because we both were so ready for everything. Like we wanted to be happy. We wanted more. We wanted more.
Well, we was already happy. We wanted to continue to be happy.
Continue to be happy. Yeah, we wanted to continue to be happy and happy with a partner.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I mean, that's what we wanted, and we wanted more in life. We wanted more to do things to. Our ideas and stuff was similar. So we continue to keep evolving. Like we evolving now at this late age of 52, 53.
Yeah.
We're evolving. We put plans in motion. Not all our plans go as we want it to be.
Right.
And it's okay. It's
Right.
okay. Like we can come up with some stuff and be like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna da 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 da. At that moment, it feels good to just be with your mate and planning out things. But everything don't always map out to what we want it to be.
I think it work out better when you go as a team and you believe in God. It work out better.
Yeah.
Like it might not be the way you want it to be, but I think at the end of the, like when you get to that, like where it's at, you be like, man, this worked out even better than what I thought.
Right.
Damn.
So I think I be loving that though. Like we come up with all type of plans. I'm gonna tell y'all, we be like, we gonna do this and we gonna do that, and it be so therapeutic and the ideas, and we be pushing for it. But some things is just not in God's plan for us, and it's okay, and we be fine with it. We be like, on to the next plan.
That's it. That's it.
We be like, on to the next plan.
Don't
we don't
let
get
it get
bent
you
out
down.
of shape. We don't argue. But like, you ain't hold up your end on this situation. You
We ain't
didn't do
doing that
this.
shit.
We don't do none of that. This is not
No.
for us. God didn't plan it. We didn't meet that goal.
Yes.
And we okay. We be okay with
good.
it.
We
We
good.
be okay with it. We just move to the next,
The next phase.
yeah.
The next plan B.
Plan
go
B.
To go to plan
Even
B
if-
and see
yeah.
what it do.
And we
You know
just
what I'm
keep,
saying?
maneuvering through life,
Yeah.
maneuver through life. So those are some things that we just, do as a couple. Like we really work as a team, and it's like I never been, had somebody to be on the same page, to be on team, to do teamwork too. Because we really do teamwork. We really do some teamwork.
And that's very important, man. To be on the same page, and how far is certain people same page? Like how far is certain married couples or in general any couple, whatever, no matter what phase you in, if it's headed to a positive direction, what you know what I'm saying? How much love and confidence and fun are you having with the other person? How much you really willing to join to go to the top to make it to the top? Because at some point, when you're young, you try to be on the defensive. I don't give a fuck if you're a man, woman. You're gonna be to me, like the way I was raised, my brother. I'm thinking my brother. You got to be on some player type. Be hard. I think a majority of guys pretty much had that thing in them. Like, nah, we got to be hard and do this and do that. And then a woman be like, they be like, girl, you better be careful because he might be a player. And you trying to protect yourself. So once you really meet the guy, boom, me and you, how far are you willing to take it to where you join bank accounts? Is everything still yours? Is it, when y'all together, don't take my car. I'm gonna use Lil Johnny car. Like, is it take my car or is it take the other car? Like, you got to get used to saying that because
me and him, that's something we
that's
do.
something,
We catch each other saying that, be like, I mean, we do have, our own personal things. Everybody had their own personal belongings and things, but it's just some things, you just catch yourself as saying like, it's ours. We're a team. We're together. Like, we didn't get married just to get married. We got married because we want to become a unit. A union
to upgrade on materialistics. We ain't get married for that reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
we got married to be a team.
Yeah.
And it's working.
It's working.
It's working with us. Like I learned to be on the same page and be a team. It worked. You get better outcomes on things than being against each other. Mine's.
Comes with a little sacrifice, but trust me, the sacrifice is gravely worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to put a little sacrifice in, and it's the sacrifice you're putting in is stuff you don't even need going to the next level. Like, hey, I ain't gonna be there. Well, you can hang with your boys, but you're like, maybe I need to start hanging with them and put more time to hang, being more devoted to her and doing what, we doing together rather than going out every Friday or every whatever to hang out with my boys. That sacrifice is not no it's really not a sacrifice. It's like, I could do without it. But some people are so strongly into what they, I would say themselves, that's considered a sacrifice. It's like, oh, that's the tough one. I don't know about that, bro. We gotta talk about that. I don't know. So for me, it's like, nah, I'm cool. I can easily like shave that piece of butter up off my skin. Like, boom, I'm good. So yeah.
Yeah, so for you all who's watching, what are some things that you're looking for in 2025? Is there some changes you're going to make, or you just content with life? You content with where you at with life? I mean, sometimes it's okay to be content with life. Like me, I always say, I want more, and I want more things, and I want to do more things, but I really feel like,
if you content, you can't be complaining.
You can't complain. I really feel like, because I'm going to keep on trying to evolve and, come up with things and do different things or whatever. But I'm really at a peaceful mindset right now in life. So I really feel like, I have a lot, but I feel like if this all that God got for me, I'm okay with it. Like, I had 3 beautiful children. I had 9 grandchildren, but now 17 grandchildren, all in all. But everything, life is going great. Life is okay, Yeah. And we're not like, everybody know we in America, everybody broke. but we
rich
ain't,
broke, poor broke, all types of broke.
Yeah, everybody, having challenges or whatever. But God got us in a place where we okay.
It's a new day and age.
Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. So if this all God has for me, I'm okay with it. Even though I want more and I want to do more, whatever. But the way my life is set up right now, I'm okay. I'm really okay. And I'm a strong believer in, like, whatever moment you're in, you got to be grateful in that moment. And that's the thing that I'm really, truly, I'm so grateful in this moment that I am right now. Yeah. So if I wasn't grateful in this moment, I don't have room for God to pour more into me, because he want me to be grateful for what he has already did for me. So I can't not say I'm not happy with where I'm at in life. It's things that I want, but I'm happy with where I'm at in life. So I'm opening up that where God wants to be acknowledged. He wants us to be appreciative for the things that we do have. And then that's when he can just continue to keep pouring more and more and more into you when you're grateful. So I am so grateful with where I am at in life. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm very grateful. So so what I think I was on, what are some things that you're going to do in 2025? Like, make any changes, it's never too late or you get too old to learn new things or do new things. And it can be something simple. I remember years ago, my favorite thing was, I'm going to the gym on New Year's, on New Year's, I'm going to start a diet. I'm going to the gym. Now that I know what I know now, that was a New Year's resolution I shouldn't even had, only because me. Like when I was heavier, I used to always be like, New Year's, I'm going to go to the gym. That's going to be my New Year's resolution. I'm going to the gym more. I'm going to be exercising. But it'd be crazy, though, because now that I know what I know now, the gym is not that important.
That's the least one on a.
That should be the least, because once you learn little things like where I'm at now, I didn't know it, though, but I wish I would have known this, where the gym is only 20% of when you trying to get on your track as far as losing weight. It's only 20%. The 80% is what you put in your mouth. It's the food intake.
Yes.
That is what's so important. But I didn't know, so now that I know, the gym ain't that important to me no more. It's okay to get the blood circulation, the blood going and everything. You got to control what you put in your mouth.
Yes.
It's all about what you put in your mouth. 80% is the food intake. And the liquid intake. It's not just food, liquid, because you can eat less, and you drinking a lot of sugary things or whatever, and and be thinking like, I ain't even ate nothing, but you done drunk like 5 Pepsis. Yes. That's a lot. So it's really 80% of what you put in, you consume in your body, and 20% is the exercising.
And that's, I would just say that's like a quarter of, like, as far as like detoxing and trying to get yourself on the right balance in life. Like, the food and liquid and water, that's another thing. But your mind, your ears, your eyes, all that intake that you're taking, that's a lot of stress on you. And you know, stress is like, whoo, it could bring some bad things. So
Stress can kill you. Stress can kill you.
Yes.
And let me tell you, and I learned this a long time ago. I think I had said it in one of the episodes before, but I'm gonna repeat it. Stress can kill you. I remember, when I was, my younger years, and I'm dealing with my kid's father, and I remember I was having a panic attack. Like I know what it is now. It was a straight panic attack. I mean, I couldn't breathe. I'm having anxiety. I couldn't breathe, and I'm like, can't catch my breath, and I'm feeling funny. And I remember calling my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I don't know what's going on with me. I can't breathe. My body feel funny. I don't know. I just feel crazy. And I'm really like hyperventilating. And she was like, asked me, and she knew it. Like my mom knew it. She was like, Angie, are you mad? What's going on? Is you mad at Sean? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, calm your ass down. She said, you having a damn panic attack. She was like, it'll kill you.
oh man.
She said, you going through all stress, put all that stress on your body and your mental. That'll kill you. And I really was gasping for air. Like I was having a straight panic attack because I was so upset at him. And I had been under stress, been upset with him a lot. And I was really, stressed the hell out. So stress can kill the body. It can do a lot because the way I was feeling, I didn't know I was scared because it was like a weird feeling. Like, I mean, I can't even explain it, but I was hyperventilating. I'm like gasping for air, all because I'm upset over another human being.
Hold up. 1 second.
I tried Melanin Splash's detox cleanser, and here was my experience. From the first use, I felt refreshed and revitalized. This all-natural organic cleanser effectively purified my body, supporting its natural detoxification process. It's a premium product that truly delivers on its promise. If you're looking for a trusted, natural approach to wellness, Melanin Splash is the way to go.
And you were saying what?
I was saying that stress would kill you. Like, I forget what I was talking about. But stress would kill you. Stress, you have to like your mental.
Because you said your mom's like, girl, shut up. You tripping over Sean.
And that's what I was just getting at. Like your stress, your mental, like, I'm stressing that much over another human being. Like I have learned, like you cannot get that upset of what another human being is doing to the point it threw me into a panic attack for things that he was doing. It threw me into a panic attack, and she did teach me that stress will really kill you.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're stressing, especially you're stressing over another human being, don't do it.
Right.
Another human being is not that important to be that stressed out over. And I was stressed. I was stressed the hell out.
Even I think to me, because I could never do it, but I just feel like even if you invested so much time and effort into this person, and they've been like dogging you out, and you've been doing everything you're supposed to do for this person, and they wind up cheating on you or something like that, it ain't gonna make me so stressed that I'm about to get you up out of here. I'm just gonna be like, okay, that's how you gonna, okay, I'm gone then. Let me let y'all go ahead and do y'all thing. That's me. I ain't about to kill nobody. Excuse me for saying that, but I ain't about to go crazy. But I ain't about to do none of that. And at this age, it ain't worth it. No. Melody, you about to do
Melody said, would you say that at our age, 53 and up, if you're on the same page with your special friend?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you would know.
You gonna know.
You would know because at our age, we're not... At our age, I think we're not accepting a lot of things. Like we didn't grow from a lot of things. So
you just don't be before the. You don't be. You do not be for the BS. You just like, I can't do it. No, I ain't about to put up with it, dude. I ain't about to go through this look. You about to make me, you know what I'm saying? Somebody over your house and I'm over here calling you, and I ain't about to go through that. I ain't about to do nothing crazy out of the ordinary.
Yeah, but you know that you're on the same page. I personally knew me and you was on the same page. And when we got together, I was 50, now I'm 52. Yeah. So I knew like we was on the same page because I was at a point in my life I wasn't putting up with nothing.
Right.
And I had been through a lot. So why I had learned self-love, self-care. So I was there. I was there. My mental was so good. My mental was so, I had my vulnerable moments, and at that, when he came along, I was there. I wasn't vulnerable no more.
Yeah.
I was self-loving. I was self-caring. My mental
Yes.
was good. I was at peace.
Yeah.
So when he came along, he was on the same page. I can
We
just
was
tell. I could
we
just feel
both
it.
had come through something.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was
Like we both was at peace and we both wanted peace. So yes, you would know. You would know. Because at our age, me personally, I can't accept nothing. Nothing is going to stress me out at 50.
right.
I can't accept.
Or you ain't even about to deal with it.
Deal with it, yeah. Nothing.
Like,
And,
no.
it's like a no. And that's where, you can't let pride get in your way. You have to let things go, especially at our age. Like, me and him both agree. Like, if it ain't gonna work, it just ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. We both agree. Like, it ain't no sense of us being in this marriage and it's not working. And we gonna stay married because what? We do these podcasts? What we do a lot of things together. We're not just going to stay married for people to say, because we get a lot of people to say, oh, y'all look good together and this and that. Me and him both agree. We're not staying married for the outside people. We're not going to stay married just because we got married. We're going to continue to be in love. And if the love stop, the happiness stop, we both agree. We letting it go. And it's okay. Life shifts.
Yeah, it does.
Life shifts.
Yeah.
You're allowed to walk away.
Yeah.
You're human. You're allowed to walk away. Things happen. Life shifts. So if it's never going to turn to that. But we both agree we're not forcing nothing. We're not forcing this marriage. It's got to come organically, naturally, genuinely. That's where we at in this marriage. We ain't going to put up a front for nobody, no Facebook page, none of that. We ain't doing that. We both agree it was over.
Yeah.
Life shifts and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for that to be. So if it ever comes to that time, we got to stay on the same page.
It's a must.
If not, it's a must.
Yeah.
It's really a must. And we have to stay in love. We have to stay happy. We have to continue to make each other happy.
Like all that, like what you just said, like, you know what I'm saying? We have to stay happy. We have to stay in love. We have to, it ain't, and with her saying that, it is not like she's saying, no matter what, I don't care if you're feeling like you don't love me, you have to make yourself love. Nah. What she's saying is that we have to find ways, if nothing else, find ways to keep the fire lit. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't hard when you really feel that way though. But if you're trying to do it for a certain reason or a certain status, it's gonna be kind of hard because you're like, oh, I gotta keep doing this for this.
Anything forceful is hard. If you're forcing something, it's hard.
It ain't, yeah.
That's
If
like
you
trying
forcing
to,
it,
yeah. You're trying to hammer something and it won't go in, and you just keep hammering, and it won't go in. Like anything, it's not worth it. It's like let it go.
right?
Like let that go. Like life is too short to be unhappy, especially at 52.
It's too much, man.
Baby.
But babe, let me ask you this question. Now, I wonder how many people realize how much, like, I'm 53. If you're even watching this podcast or anything of that, you still, or you watch it days later, when you hear this part, do you realize how many times, let me tell you, do you realize how many times the Father above gives you a chance to make it right? I'm gonna give you, I'm 53 years old, right? 19,345 days to get it right. That's how long it's like, like, okay, he giving you another chance to, whatever you've been doing in the past, you fucked up, you know what I'm saying, you messed up. And you know what I'm saying, you want to, better yourself to make room for what God has for you, or for, the man above has for you. You have to push them bags out. And them bags are so old and molded. Push them out. Make room for the gifts. Because that shit ain't no good no more. So you have to, strive to do better. But 19,345, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's with anything in life, even if it's just like we get too comfortable and content with things in life. Even as far as me, even as far as with me, you can stay on a job too long and you just get too content and comfortable and then you won't move. So if you ain't moving, you can't get what God got for you. You
Right.
can't get where He wants you to be
Yes.
because you haven't moved. So it's good to move. It's good to move out of situations, and especially if it's stressful.
Yes.
Just move. And everything we talk about is not just related to like relationships. It's just with any aspect of life, areas of life, like any area of life. So just move, keep moving, keep evolving. That's the word, evolve. So I think that's what I want to take into 2025. Evolve. Use that. I want to use that word more. Evolve, evolve, evolve. So
That's what you want to use, Evolve?
that's what I'm gonna use in 2025. I said 2024, 2025, evolve. So I just want to keep evolving. Like no matter what, no matter how old I'm getting, I just want to keep evolving in everything that I do. I try to be great. I try to be a better person. And just keep evolving. So for those
can you
who's
do?
watching, what are some things you're going to do in 2025? Or what are you going to be evolving? Things to make you evolve.
Yeah, because listen, it's like you have like I was speaking on like how many days I've been here, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah. I'm 53 and I'm still God has you here for a purpose. Do you agree that God has you here for a purpose?
Oh, we are.
Like, do you think that, like, like, because some children, well, I'm say I would say children, it's hard for them to, like, when they get in their zone, they believe what they, you know how we was. We're gonna do what we want to do. We know what's right. We know what's wrong. We the best when it comes to thinking over our parents. That's what we used to do. So you have to look at your children like, yeah, they ain't gonna. I'm telling my son, blah blah, this that about God and how the world works, and as far as my understanding, you know what I'm saying, just trying to get my point of view, my opinion, and I'm asking how you feel about God. It's like, you know what I'm saying, like I don't really know.
But I think like even everybody at one point in life, they have to ask themselves like, why is I'm here? Why is I'm even
You
on this
do.
earth?
Yeah,
I think
you gonna
everybody
ask
had
yourself
that moment, a moment of time of saying, why am I here? Why was I even born? You don't even, everybody had that moment, but we were born to love. We came in this world to love ourselves, to love on others. I'm a strong believer that God placed us in immediate family for a reason. Like, I feel like, my family, my grandmother had, I think 11 children. I think God placed each one of us in immediate family for a reason, to love on each other, to love as a family, as a unit.
I ain't gonna lie, babe. I had to cut you off, but it's all in good reason. But that's crazy because I was thinking about that either early today or yesterday about, like, if you asked me what I think the number one reason that we here for. I mean, everybody on earth, I don't give what race, what race. I think it's to love. If you did that, what would cure everything? If everybody loved each other like they supposed to, like I love you as I love my mother. Like you love your mother. Your mother treated you well. You love your mother to death, and you love everybody like that. This whole world is a much better place.
Yeah, we are. We were born to love. Like, that's as when I was younger, it was like, why am I even born? What was I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be doing? But God is love, and God placed us in this world to love on each other. Like every day, that's what we were born to do, is to love. And when you love, you do things from your heart. Everything just so gentle and work out and smoothly, from love. Like God, that's what He wants. He wants us to love each other. We were talking about what did we talk about? We were talking about as far as you had mentioned something like, we were teenagers and kids having kids. And I was saying, like, I'm a strong believer. I came off that love part, but I'm gonna get back because it's gonna reference back in with this. But I'm a strong believer that I feel like we should have our babies young. And I always said this, and I always feel like that. Not only because I had kids young, I really feel like we should have our kids young because we can grow with them, we can learn with them. But reason why it's so hard, and people say don't have kids young, to be honest, because the world, society make us think that we have to have all this money. We have to have these big houses and this. a lot of things for, for our children, when all we have to have is love for our kids. All we have to do is wake up with our children every day and love on them. But the world, and we have to live in it and adapt to how the world is. But if it was originally how God put us in here, just love on your kids. Wake up every day, as long as you have something for them to eat. Because if, when you, as this age now, I think, my mind be traveling and I be like, we really was here to love on each other, on our children. We don't supposed to be worried about what type of house we supposed to be building for them and how much money we supposed to be having for them. We supposed to love and nurture them babies. We supposed to be like with women. We should not.
Because you feel
I
like society
breastfed my
bestowed
babies.
a lot upon us, right? Yeah.
So I feel like we ain't supposed to be like having, drinking, worry about how we gonna feed our babies. When they first come out the womb, we supposed to just slap that, our breasts in their mouth and let them nurture on us. But the society and the world put things out there for us to,
Like the milk
our
that you
mind,
don't
it mess
need.
with our mental because we don't know. It's
The
like a
milk
learned
that you
behavior
don't need.
that we didn't know. So we have to adapt to the worldly things. So I'm a strong believer, if we supposed to have those babies young, we supposed to love those babies. We wasn't supposed to be worried about money to love on these babies. That God did not, he did not put us in place for that. Just love and nurture them. And if a baby is happy, a baby
Right.
can grow off of love. We can feed, we could have fed our babies like, grow our own things. And, God put seeds in this world for a reason. We were made from a seed.
Yes.
God put seeds in this world for a reason, like natural things of that nature or whatever. That's what we supposed to be eating from. And, so the older I get, my mind just open up and be getting clear on things. When they say a man, a man that don't work
growing.
shouldn't eat, a lot of people be thinking like that mean a man who don't go to work shouldn't eat. No. I think in the biblical days, that saying was a man that don't work, don't eat. A man supposed to went out in the world and went and found crops and, came back with the food for the kids, for the home. He supposed to went out and got crop and from the farmers and ate those fresh crops, not saying that, he's supposed to went and help dig and, plant and, do his work on that, of that nature, but not as far as this, manufacturer jobs and things. The world changed all that. But in those biblical days, a man, that's what it means. A man that don't work, don't eat. So people take that as far as like, going to work. But those biblical days, that man went out there and that woman sat at home and she loved on them children. She gave those children love. So I think that's what, I think, and then a lot of them had those babies young because the body can hold a baby, better,
It's
when
better.
you're younger. When you're older, by the time a woman, because the world corrupt our minds, by the time a woman, did her career, getting all this money and everything like that, by the time she hit a certain age, it took her a minute to get it. By the time she hit a certain age, she can't even enjoy her children. Cause she's tired. Her mental. She's tired, and she didn't get older. So
Right.
now she's too tired to even want to play with the kids.
Yeah. So you're saying that is you think you feel like it's a better idea to, if you're headed into that direction of children, or you like, saying that it'd be better to do it at a younger age, right?
I personally feel like you can get it out like me. I had all my kids by the time I was 22. So by the time I was 33, I had finished nursing school. I had went and got a degree. That building, that school, them schools was still there. I was able to accomplish something. I didn't, go far in my nursing career, but I did get, my nursing license.
Yeah.
And I did think I did well. And I was finished with my kids. And I was growing with them. So I just believe the body, but this day and age, it don't take it. If people take away all the materialistic things and all of that, if they take away all of that, then you don't need a lot of money to raise your kids. If you take away the big houses and the nice cars and, you know, all
Think
that.
about it.
You
Think
don't-
about it.
You don't need a lot of money to
Think
raise those
about
kids
it.
when you're
Yes.
younger. But the world and society, everybody's mind is so
Caught
corrupt
up.
and messed up from that. That's the mindset where it's gonna be.
So easy to
But,
believe.
yeah,
was
so if it
get
wasn't
caught
all
up.
of that, I think the body and women should have those babies young. Do
Now what we were saying with that was that, like, when I was explaining that that scenario, I was also saying, like, young, having children young. But my thing was, like, I was just like jotting stuff down. But my thing was, like I was saying to you, is that when it comes to, like, you having your child, are you, like, what's your experience? Like, when you raising, I feel like if you're having a child, you need a massive support team. Like, and a support team don't have to be a lot of people. It could be your grandma, and it could be your mother. Like, mainly like a parent, somebody like your mom and your dad. You need them there to guide you, like, to help you, become the woman you need to be, and the woman that you need to be as a mother for your child. Because, like, if you're just out there butt naked. And what I mean by that is, like, if you just thrown out to the wolves, like, you went out there, you being wild, but whatever the case may be, you being rebellious, blah, 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 you're not listening to your parents, you just going, and you might not have a parent there, or you might just be rebellious and just whatever. And you have a child, and now you out there, you have a child on the way, you have a child, the father ain't there. You don't even know how to properly, like, maintain your personal your personals, you know what I'm saying, yourself, you know what I'm saying, personal hygienes, things of that nature. You don't really know that because your mom may have not taught you that. So how are you going to know how to do, the things you need to do in order for your child to survive and to know what's going on in this world? So my thing with that, children having children, that notion or whatever, I was saying that to say, like, like, what is the thing that comes? Does they have? They need a support team that they need. Like, they need a serious support team. They need a mother, a father, or just parents there in general to survive and to be able to guide and go to the places that they need to be and like going to the next level. Because if you don't, it's gonna be harsh on you, man. It's gonna be harsh.
Demarion said, 2025 is my year. I got a couple goals I want to achieve. I do want to evolve with a different job career, but I can't say too much. I want to meet more people, get more money, get into nursing school next fall, trucking school. I'll be done with that this week. I'm ready to do so much next year. Yes, keep evolving, and you're doing great. Like, I follow
That's what
things
up.
that
That's
you
what
do,
up.
and you on the right path. You doing, Demarion, you're doing a great job. I'm proud of you.
That's what up. Yes, that's what's up, man. Yeah, so yeah, like, it's more than just like when you start coming up and getting of age and developing and going into certain areas, like, always doing what you want to do, and you see that somebody been trying to say you need to do this, and you do, no, I'm gonna do this, and you start seeing, like, you know what, maybe I need to listen. Maybe I need to develop more skills with, like, listening and getting in touch with myself and really, really doing what I have to do. Buckle down and be the man that I need to be or the woman I need to be. So it is very imperative, like, the children thing, it's like you definitely need guidance. You always need guidance. Nobody can do it by themselves.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I could have did it by
you need
myself.
a support system, and I know a lot of people like, oh, she talking about kids. People should have their kids young. Yeah, I always said that. I'm serious. I feel like you should. I mean, go and get them babies out the way. Get them out the way. Mm-hmm. Get them out the way. Enjoy those babies, because you get the world gonna have you all corrupt, messed up, and make you think you.
Now she's not saying go out there and have children. Everybody go out there. Go have some children. Go ahead and do it. She's saying, I think you're saying, if you're in that direction, and you headed in that direction, your parents are kind of, okay, she got a boyfriend or he got a girlfriend, and it's like, okay, I see that they just be prepared. And you saying that if it's headed that way, do it while you rather wait till you like in your 30s or 40s. Do it when you're younger age so you can get that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
A woman carry her babies better in her earlier years. You waiting till you're like 35, 40, having babies. You're high risk. Baby come out having issues. Not even saying all, but just a lot of that plays a big part, a big factor.
Yeah, it does play a big factor. is very important, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, today's age in today's world, what we're doing today is like, it's so complicated. It's going in so many different directions. You don't know which way to go. You don't know what's right, what's wrong. You just like, oh, you're trying to adapt to the best thing, to the best of your knowledge that sounds so dear to heart. Like when you were young, like your mom speaking to you or somebody in a positive mind state telling you like which way to go, and you trying to adapt to that and try to like mend them together and make it make sense. So it's hard out here, man. I get it, man. I get it. I definitely get it. So I think going into the next era, it's like, it'd be like these drones. It'd be like these drones that, hold up. What's up with these drones, man? Like, I don't know. To me, like, I know they like mainly on the East Coast, but what would be your thoughts if they were to like venture over to like, just say they not in Texas, not in Cincinnati, not some drones over in whatever part of town, Vegas? What you gonna think? Like, what you gonna think was going on? What you think about that?
I just think it's scary. I mean, because they were saying like those drones that they was like a size of a car.
Yeah, they're like
that,
SUV,
like,
small SUV,
yeah,
small
like,
plane. Yeah.
And just flying over, what's that, New Jersey or somewhere like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. That's scary.
I just think like, to me, with no intelligence or no information, no nothing, like they can't even, to the best of my recollection, what I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying? They can't even catch them. They kind of fast. I mean, like if you going the fastest that we have, like drones, as far as our drones that we have, personal drones, I'm hearing that I never own one, but you know, hearing reports that they only go like 40 miles per hour. And when they, you know, try to see what's going on with those drones, it's like those go like 60 miles per hour.
Wow.
And faster. So they can never catch up and see what's going on, how it look and all this, you know, to get an idea of what's going on with it. So, and they say, like, don't worry. They say don't worry about it. Why would you not worry about something they're telling you like they don't know what it is, and everybody like, what is this? And you can't give us no answers, and we can't even worry about it. You're not supposed to worry about that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like it's a man walking down the street with a gun, but don't worry about it. He's okay. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna do anything. He's just got the gun out, cocked,
right,
and pointing at you, but don't worry about it.
Right.
They ain't gonna say, oh, we don't know if he gonna shoot. We don't really know that, but don't worry about it. It's crazy. So the drone thing, I'm like, man, I'm looking like, and the first thing I thought to myself was, I wonder if they start like spreading throughout the world, like different cities and states, what would people think? Because I'm thinking like, damn, they just only right there for right now. But what would people, and they don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, just don't worry though. Don't worry. They're harmless. Like, how we know they're harmless, dude? That's crazy. So that drone thing, that's another thing that got me on like, oh Lord, what's going on with it? But hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. And we talking about these drones, and it's crazy, man. I don't know. I just say, hey, until further notice, keep your head up, keep going. That's all I can say. What else you got in your mind, babe? What you got in your mind?
I don't know. I want y'all to join in. For those who joining in, tell us some things that you're going to evolve in 2025. No matter what your age is, what are your plans to evolve in 2025? Because we're never too old to stop to not learn something. So, what are some things you're going to evolve in 2025? I'm excited for 2025, even though it's just like a few days. What we got, like 2 or 3 weeks left in this year. But as I was saying in the beginning of the podcast, like, you know, you looking forward to something that you just like to motivate you. Like, always be your own best motivator. Like, to motivate yourself. Like, self-motivation is everything. It's everything. So don't worry about, I ain't making no New Year resolution. Make a New Year's resolution, because you motivating you. You motivating yourself.
I wonder if has anybody ever completed a New Year's resolution? I wonder if anybody's ever completed a New Year's resolution. Like, okay, my New Year's resolution is boom. I'm gonna have $50,000 in the bank next year, or I'm gonna spend more time with my child. I'm gonna at least spend 60% of time with my child and make time for my child rather than business or my personal life. I wonder how many people has ever completed.
I'm quite sure people do.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think
some
people
things,
usually
like-
forget about what it is. I forgot. I can't tell you one of my New Year's resolutions to this day. I can't tell you. I don't know what it is.
But I think so.
What?
No, I was saying I think people,
Been
it's
conquering their
people-
goals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just part of a goal.
Because when you buckle down and get serious with it, like, you know what? This year I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna stack up blah blah blah. Money, financially, I'm gonna make sure I be there more for my girlfriend or my wife, my whatever, than ever this year. She ain't gonna have no excuse. I think so. Yeah, I think some people complete the mission. I believe it. I believe they got on the mission completed. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking about, because I saw a case on TV, right? Now I saw a case on TV, and it was crazy because I know a person that's been through something like this, but it wasn't as quite as challenging and quite as affirmative as this, or quite as firm as this. So the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess he been avoiding the police, avoiding the government, whatever the case may be, but he was running from the government, whatever the case may be, child support, right? Because the mother put his name on the thing. He never signed the thing. He never said the child was his. And she put his name on there, and they put him as the father, and he's like $20,000 in the arrears as far as child support. And I wonder, and they held him like a warrant for his arrest. So I'm wondering, like, damn, like, so he never claimed the child. He never claimed the child. He never wrote his name on there. She illegally wrote his name on there, and the government's still trying to make this thing. What is up with this child support thing, man?
Because I think what it is when a woman have a baby,
Right.
and when they in the hospital, they bring that paper for the woman to fill out for the birth certificate. Mm-hmm. So a woman can put down any name she want on that birth certificate.
That mean that his word is bond? Like, that don't mean that it's the real dude, right?
I mean, she can put down whoever's name she want on that birth certificate. And if this woman is like getting like government assistance,
Yeah.
then most of the times they will threaten the woman, like they won't give you this
Right.
this assistance if you don't give us this information of like what his whereabouts and things like that. So from that situation, what you're talking about, she probably, just put his name down there.
Right.
And they allow women to do that.
That's some.
They allow women to do that, to just put any name in, and just because the name on there, they say this your child.
They
Until
just try
that
to get
person
money.
have to prove it. And sometimes men, when women do that to y'all, step up. Don't run from it. Go down there. Go down to child support. Go down there and step up. If you feel like that's not your child, they will pay for it. Get the swab. Get the DNA. Don't run from it and let it linger and going on and on and on. Now you, like you said, this man $20,000 in arrears. I feel like that's his fault. Because if he knowing she's doing this to him, he should have went to the child support thing and had them like, come on, let us get swabbed. Because I don't feel like this is my child. And then another thing that men don't know too is for us to child support. A woman can put a man on child support. Mm-hmm. And sometimes men just let the judge dish out whatever. They don't show up in court for it. They don't fight for themselves. They don't be an advocate for themselves.
So they can't say, "Hey, I need this Lord. Hold up."
Yeah,
they can't say. They just take it what they get.
If they go to court on the first court, a judge would help the men out more if he have a court date and he show up in court. If you miss court date after court date after court date, and then now you 20,000 arrears, and now you want to come to court and try to fight and contest it, that's where the judge gonna look at you like you crazy. But if you go to court on that first court and you can tell the judge, you're human. You can say, hey, I'm here, but let them know what you make. Let them know your bills. Like you got to live for you too, but you able to make these payments just as much as that woman. But when men mess up when they run from the court system and then the judge just slap whatever on them. But when they show up and show how much they make, how much rent they pay, the judge be a little leaner on them. But they mess up when they run from it. So I think in that situation, that man should have stepped up a long time ago.
So Kershaw Tracy says she could only put her name and any last name of the baby. She can't list his name. But on this particular it was a news broadcast. It was a different city. So I guess like different cities, different strokes, different folks, and she forged his name. That's what she did. Forged his name. I don't know if I'm tripping right now, but I think dude even took a blood test and everything, and it wasn't his and all that type early on. But she forged his name on the thing on the birth certificate, and they just since that they it coincides with what you're saying. You saying that if she put his name, they're gonna say yeah until you prove that it ain't your baby. Right. And that's crazy. It should be the other way around.
Right. So what she said? She said she could only put her name in any last name of the baby. She can't list his name. What do you mean about that? She can't list his name on the birth certificate?
I think that's what she's saying.
No, because I remember years ago when we was having babies, I mean, you was able to you could just say, oh, this is my baby daddy, and he ain't even got to come to the hospital. And you could just get that name.
Though. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can. So clarify what you're saying,
wow.
Tracy Kershaw. You saying she could only put her name in any last name of the baby. She can't list his name. What do you mean by that? Because like I said, years ago, a woman was able to, I don't know if they stopped it, but a woman was able to have a baby. When they bring that birth certificate for the woman to sign and the baby name and then list the father, a woman was able to just put that man's name on that birth certificate, whether he was there or not. So clarify that for me.
But I know even on that same little, well, I flicked at something else and they was talking about as far as it was the same thing. As far as that goes, they coming up with, they're trying to come up with something. It was a certain governor or a mayor or something like that in that city. I don't know if it was the same city, but another city, and they trying to come up with a solution saying that at the at the state of birth. So when a woman has a child, they take the DNA test right then and there, and that'll cut back on so many guys being blamed for children that's not theirs. So that's one thing they're trying to implement and trying to force to be added to a certain bill to make sure that all these men and women thinking this and women purposely trying to trap a man. They're like, okay, when a child is born, you're gonna have to have a blood test, and you have a blood test, and boom, that'll solve everything. You ain't got to go no further.
Right, but that goes back to the men from jump. If a woman just say like me, if I came to you and I'd be like, I'm pregnant. Right. You don't want to claim it, and you like, oh, it ain't mine. And so you gone, you dissing yourself. So now this woman in the hospital, how can she get a blood test with him if the man don't even step up? Right there, that's why I feel like sometimes men play themselves because they run from the situation. So if you strongly feel like this is not your child, when a woman tell you she's pregnant by you, and you run from the situation and you don't come back to acknowledge it, you can.
Consenting to this, yours.
So you letting everything happen to you because you didn't fight for yourself. You wasn't your own advocate. You didn't stand up for yourself. If you feel like and you say, oh, that ain't my child, stand on it. Stand on that ground. It's not your child. So now you got to do something about it. Yeah. You have to go to court. You have to get the blood test. You can't wait till the child 10, 12 years old and now because you hit your driver licenses and got suspended. Now you want to go get this blood test. No, you should have went and did all that from the jump.
From the jump, man.
From the jump. That's where I feel like men's play themselves.
Yeah.
They play themselves in those situations. They want to blame the woman. Yeah, the woman did put you down because she said this is your child. So now you have to, if you strongly feel like, that's what I said, it's not your child, do something about it.
I believe it all falls back to when I say children raising children, right? So when you said what you said, I believe men. It's a lot of you can attest to this. It's a lot of men out there without fathers. So a father has not taught them, or even the father don't even know, but has not taught them look, you can you don't believe this your child. Okay, well let's set up a paternity test. Let's do this and do that. Take the legal steps and everything you need to do to prove and prevent the the process of like this being your child, you paying child support for years and years, and this ain't even your baby. So you take the corrective steps and measures to make sure that you don't be in that position. And if you had a father that had guide you, or a parent that had guide you, then you would know. But it's a lot of men out here that don't know that. So that's why some of them run from like what you're saying, like they run from like, I don't want to, no, that ain't my baby. I'm running. No, she trying to blame because we had sex. Hell no, that might be my. No, see, you take the right steps and see what it takes to make sure that this child is not yours, so you won't be down, locked down for what it will seem like for eternity for something that's not yours.
Right. They got to nip it in the bud right then and there. Nip it in the bud. As soon as that woman say, this your baby, don't run from the situation. You strongly feel in your heart that ain't your baby, don't run from it. That's what men have to do. They have to nip it in the bud right then and there. Like, okay, I see you. If you feel like that, if you're not with that woman, okay, I see you when you about to. When you do, then I see you.
And
we're going to take care of it. We gonna take care of it. If it then, that's when it's, step up. Because once you find out it's yours, step up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and it's all about being a man too.
Yeah,
like,
the
right thing to do is like, okay.
Because it ain't always the men. Because women can do some devious stuff too.
Yeah, man.
Women can do some devious stuff.
Just being,
they can just blame
being
babies
upset.
on people. Yeah, they can do some devious stuff. So it's not just men's fault, but women can do some devious stuff, and men, you have to be your own advocate. Stand on it. You said that ain't your baby then, and stand on it and ride it and fight it and prove it. Mm-hmm. Because yes, in this world, they gonna always side with the woman.
Yeah,
they gonna always side with the woman. She said that's your baby, so it's your baby because she said it's your baby. But these men and these young boys, you have to stand on it. They run from it. They be running. They ain't my baby. I ain't taking care of that baby. They ain't my baby. And now your license suspended. Now you working, and now you getting all this child support taken out of your check because you ran from the situation.
Yes. And I definitely tell my children, like, as far as the guys or the young men in my up under my umbrella, I'm telling them to handle that responsibility and do what you have to do. If you do what you have to do as a man to avoid, have a good time, but not avoid, but be responsible. Head into that direction. But if you have one on the way or if you have one here, it's time to step up and be a man, do what you have to do. Like, I always believe that our role, like us coming up, just say I'm 53 now, like I'm a father. Our role is to guide our youngest or our youngins into a better direction in life. Because like, if you just like, you just chill and let them do what they do, you're not really doing your job. You have to give them, lay down the platform, the blueprint, your blueprint. It might not be the best, but it could avoid some pitfalls and, everything else that makes the journey difficult for your children. So you want to, let them know what's going on. And it's up to them to get it. You give them the best advice of your, that you know of. And it's up to them to get it, man. If you give them the great advice and they don't want to get it, or they get it. So you're doing your job. So you're covered, man. So that's what I believe. Like, you're here to help your children out, and hopefully they'll get it and they'll understand. They'll take some of your advice, and even if they take your advice, they might slip along the way, but at least they headed in the right direction. So I've always believed that, man. Always believed that, babe. So what do we got?
What else we was coming on to talk about tonight?
And you said your holiday was popping, and you ready for this next year that we're going into, babe?
Yes. I'm ready. Yeah. Christmas is what? How many days? What's today's date? The 15th. Christmas is in 10 days.
I think my Christmas will come when we get our Christmas break. It ain't actual Christmas Day. It's the break. And it's like, you could just lay around the house. However you want to lay around the house. You take your Christmas break from work. You don't got to deal with blah, blah, blah. And you're good. So I can't wait till that. That's my Christmas present. That's my biggest Christmas present. New Year's present, everything.
What are y'all doing a big Christmas this year? We were laying a little low this year. We did a big Thanksgiving, and me in my mind, I wanted to go right in and do another big Christmas. And that goes to me and my husband. We know each other. He went on it. He went on it like We just did that big old Thanksgiving.
No,
So he wasn't
man.
on this big Christmas. So, I had to be mindful
chilling.
of him.
Good.
So I'm like, you know what? Okay, I got it. We gonna chill for Christmas. So
Yes.
we're not gonna do a big Christmas and have no big old big dinners and things like that. We probably cook a little small something for our house.
You know what we're gonna have for Christmas, babe? You know what we're gonna have? I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna have. Look behind you. Look right behind you. We're gonna have poinsettias.
Oh, so
we're gonna have some
poinsettias.
poinsettias.
We gonna have poinsettias. I done bought a lot of
gonna have some
poinsettias. I wish I could show y'all through the house, but we ain't
We're
gonna
gonna have
show
some
y'all.
poinsettias. We're gonna boil them, and they're gonna be like greens. We're gonna add the sage and everything.
I done went poinsettia out, y'all. I'm telling y'all.
I like it though. I love it. It gives a Christmas
It give us the
great
Christmas
energy.
spirit. Yeah, put us in Christmas spirit.
Not even just great energy, like going into
Yes.
the New Year. I ain't gonna say Christmas now, but it's like good energy to me going into the New Year. I don't know what poinsettias, what's their goals, what they stand for, nothing like that. But I know
To
they.
be honest, I don't
great
either. I
energy.
just thought they looked very Christmas.
Oh, like my baby done looked on TikTok and seeing somebody do a poinsettia video. But this is what we got. We got the poinsettias, babe. I love them.
Yeah, we
They
got
popping.
over there. We got a lot of poinsettias around.
And if
the
there's
house.
no word I've learned this whole year, it will be poinsettia.
poinsettia.
You said that word, poinsettia? Baby, put the poinsettia over. I'm like, you don't want me to just put the flower? You like, put the poinsettia. I'm like, okay, I know what. Poinsettia is the word. I know what poinsettia means now. Okay, I know what poinsettia. Poinsettia. Trendsetter, poinsettia.
Yeah, poinsettia. I like them though. They
Rapunzel,
pretty.
Rapunzel. Let down your golden hair, Rapunzel.
They some very pretty.
They pretty, right?
They very pretty. They
I
some
love
very
'em.
pretty poinsettia.
I love them.
Yeah. So
I love them. So tell me about what was you saying about how you had a certain grandchild of yours feeling good about Christmas. You were saying something that you did special a couple of years back for Kayla. What you do? What you do was special? I can't remember what it was, but she was feeling down about school, and you saying she wanted to get, you know what I'm saying, feel better, and you did a little something to make her happy. What was it? If you can recall that, babe.
was it Christmas or was it she was just feeling down and I had took her to the mall that time and let her just shop?
That's what it was.
Yeah, it wasn't Christmas. It was just because she was feeling. It wasn't Christmas. She was just feeling down.
Oh, okay.
And I had took her and let her just, she was a teenager and let her just shop. So that's what that was. It wasn't Christmas time. It was just, she was just feeling real down. And I just want to uplift her and keep encouraging her on the road that she's on.
That's popping.
Because every kid needs some encouragement.
And I gotta say, as like every story that you tell me about Kayla, and I be like, okay, boom, 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 blah, blah, blah. But what I get is that you've been keeping her going. I feel like if she been slipping, every time you've been there, like at some point in her life, to keep her, hold her up and say, keep going, baby, I got you. And she slipped, grandma, and you got her
That's
again.
what grandmoms do. I think my mom did that for my kids.
And
I
now
watched
look, I'm
that.
saying now look at her, and it's like every time I see her, she's happy, she's in a good mood. She doing a little TikTok videos or whatever you want to call it. She just in a good mood. Like I don't hear her like, I don't want to go to school. No negativity. It be all uplifting. And I say,
thoughts. Yeah, because that's just part of being a grandma. I watch my mom be such a grandma, a great grandma to my children.
right.
My mom was a hell of a grandma to my children. So
Right.
I learned from that. So and Kayla is the oldest. I was a young grandmother. And I
Right.
enjoy her. I enjoy all my grandkids. But she just up at that age, the one that now that I feel like I have to be on her, in her space a little more, just because she's, a young lady and a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
So
You got to be on top a little bit
I got to
more.
be on top of her a little more. Yeah.
Is it not? Let me know. Is it anything? Because I know some things that I won't say regret, but there's some things that you would go back and do differently about, like the way that maybe you raised either your child or either something about your grandchildren or a certain grandchild. Is it something that you wish you would have done differently that you could like go back and like change, or you probably like, you know what? I think I'm cool.
No, like right now, things that I had said, like coming into 2025, I started now in 2024 and 2025. I feel like I'm at that age. I think I want to do. I'm stuttering. I don't stutter. Coming to 2025, I want to do more family things. I want to do more things with my grandchildren that I normally wasn't doing. You know,
Right.
like I be around my grandkids. You know, not all of them. Yes, I be around my daughter more because my daughter grandkids more because my daughter always around me and up under me.
Right,
So
right,
I
right,
be
right,
around
right.
Neil more. Not that I, love her kids more than I love my other grandkids, but I do be around my daughter kids, more. But I do want to start, being around them more, like a lot. I mean, more than
I
usual.
want to be around
I want to,
yeah.
like all of
A
them. We have
lot,
talked
like,
about that. Like we want to
just
do
like
come to
run free,
2025.
have fun.
Yeah, like we wanted to do it this year, but my
Yes.
deaths and
Oh,
everything.
man.
Your mental got to be right for a lot of things. So during those moments, your mental, you say you want to do things, but when your mental ain't right, you can't concentrate on the thing, things. But coming to 2025, I want to do more things with these grandkids. I want to travel with them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a lot, and I'm talking all of them.
Me too, baby. I definitely do.
Coming to 2025
Yeah.
is one of the goals to do, and like I see it, like I'm on this, taking off. I work a lot.
If we don't do nothing else, we will inspire our grandchildren to want to do for their children, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, you know what, I want to do something in life. Not even do something for their children, but like they like look at what we do, and we take them from one environment to another one, and it's like a total shift and total like different environment. Like, damn, this is different from where the hell I live. And then like they are inspired to when they get a little older, whatever, they want to like keep on. You know what? I remember I went there when I was younger. I want to do whatever I had to do to get there again. That's making it fun and positive, make me want to live. I want to do something like that, and then I want to do that. I want to show somebody else.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's
what I want to do.
that's
I
beautiful,
remember
man.
like maybe this probably was about 6-7 years ago. I remember me and my oldest son.
Mm-hmm.
We took his kids, my daughter kids. My youngest son didn't have the kids at the time. Have a
Right.
child at the time, and we drove to Florida with all those kids. And
Oh,
yeah,
right,
we had drove
right,
to Florida
right.
for those kids, and that's something, like I was on that path of wanting to do those things, but how life shifts and I wasn't able to. But now that I'm old, now that I'm in the space and my head is so clear, those is things that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to traveling with my grandkids,
Yes.
with our grandkids. That's the part. So
That was just,
I'm
like
looking so forward to it. So those are some things in 2025 is a must.
yes.
It's a must. We're gonna have our own time. We're gonna have the grandkids time to travel, and we're gonna have our time to travel.
Yeah,
Because we gonna need our time. But those are some, things that I'm so looking forward to, like my mind just so happy just to be able to do those things.
Just to be in a position to be able to do that.
To do that, yeah.
To give to others and let them enjoy and see what life is about, rather than spending and you know that there's some people that that has never been outside of this country, right? Probably haven't been outside the state. So to have your grandchildren experience that, it's a big thing,
it's
man.
big. It's that's big.
So
big.
that's your
I'm
that's your
excited. So I'm excited for those things. So we're gonna make those with God's will, God's
Yeah.
willing. We're gonna make
gonna do
those
it.
happen.
We're gonna do it.
make those. We're gonna make that happen. Them grandbabies, they gonna be so happy.
Oh yeah. So what I was thinking was like, what a great thing that was. Like that was just a little scratching the surface when we took Tennessee when we did that one.
Oh yeah.
That was like scratching the surface just to see, just give them a little taste like that.
Yeah.
And I gotta say they was and then when it went all that, but it was fun. It was big. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably have never, as sisters and brothers, been like at one location out of town. Now they might have went by themselves or something. I really don't know, but I'm saying like I think like this is the first time they went as like brothers and sisters, like having going to another location. Everybody there, your cousins and so that was good. Yeah, they had a good time. I know they had a good time.
Yeah, like my oldest son, him and his girlfriend, they do a lot. Like they kids go a lot of places.
Right.
They go a lot of places. Like they really travel. They go a lot of places. I think they even about to go to Florida for Christmas. So they do a lot. Like my oldest son, he does a lot. Him and his girlfriend, they do a lot with their children.
You don't even need no Christmas gifts. To me, if you take your family, like just say you're taking them on a cruise, why are we doing gifts? Why? There's no need for it. That's just a good enough gift. We with each other. We're going to have fun.
These kids, them younger, them kids.
This ain't nothing. I want a PlayStation or something. Like, dude, come on, man. This is the gift that you'll never be able to get this in life again. You never know. I'm not gonna say you can't get it, but you never know when you can.
Right.
Because this could be the last time you know, mom and dad.
Right.
I mean, you just never know. So that's a hell of a gift, man. Hell of a gift. But yeah. I'm enjoying life, man. I'm enjoying life out here, bro. I cannot complain. I promise you. I cannot complain. Like at this point in my life, man, I'm 53. I'm proud to say I'm 53. I'm 53 in my right state of mind. I would have, for the first time in my whole life, been married. And this is like, dude, it's what I've imagined. It's probably more than what I've imagined. Like I ain't trying to like put no, you know what I'm saying, sprinkle some rose petals, but it's a little bit more than what I imagined. Like I thought it was certain things you had to do and to be this way. But as long as you be yourself and are willing to get better, I think that the marriage will be 10 times what you expect. Like you going into this marriage, I'm about to be the best man I could be. You putting it in your mind. You speaking it amongst, what they say, speaking it into existence. So that's what you're doing. And you're really living that life. You're trying to do better. You're doing whatever you have to do. You're praying. You're talking to the Father. You know what I'm saying? You talk to yourself, making sure you're on your points, your ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you're ready for that and you're doing what you're supposed to do, you can't ask for nothing. Ooh, you're doing good. You're doing great. You ain't letting the ways of the world, I mean, like, it's hard to, but you ain't letting the ways of the world take over, you know what I'm saying, your responsibilities as far as, like, making your life better. So you always need to I think it's just an amazing thing to have a wife or a husband. But y'all really got to be like, boom. You can't be like, yeah, I'm married, yeah, she good, you know what I'm saying, she might, all right, yeah. No, you really have to be like, boom.
Togetherness.
Integrated in love.
Yes, you have to. For a great marriage, you
And I'm
have
happy.
to. And you can.
I'm happy,
be
man.
happy. I'm happy too, baby.
I wish my brother
just
could see
thank
me,
God.
man.
I just thank God for us. Like, I joke a lot. I'm like, dang, why we went together early on in life, we would have been lit. But this is what God had for us in the second half of life.
Yes.
This is exactly what He had for us. So I'm okay with it. You got a great marriage, babe.
I love it.
Great marriage.
I love it. I love what God has done for us. Even though this is not a gospel channel or a gospel podcast, but trust me, it's filled with love from God.
This is gospel. Trust
This
me.
is-
Don't take the God out of it. Yes, He's included into this.
Like,
podcast.
we ain't holier than thou. We ain't, thumping the Bible.
our
But we
heart.
like, yeah,
But our
it's
heart,
real.
no, we. That's first and foremost.
Yeah, man.
That's first and foremost.
I love it, man.
God
I love
is
it.
He right there. He's our platform.
Yeah.
He's our platform. So I want to be holier than thou. If I
You
could.
wouldn't be right here doing this if it weren't for God, right?
Exactly.
That's
I
it.
wouldn't-
You know what I'm saying?
wouldn't be able to have these things, these beautiful mics.
Oh,
because-
God. Trust me.
God, because we wouldn't have nothing. Nothing is without God.
I thank him, man. I thank him. Let me see. Melody Lynn, I love this. She said, I love this. I love the positivity you both have. This podcast is inspirational. I won't give up on love, y'all. Okay, then. She said she won't give up on love.
Like, I don't know your situation or anything, but don't give up on love. Like, I tell everybody, I always let people know, I tell people I'm married, but I always too, I let people know I was married before. I was married before this. I don't just say, and the reason why I always say that, and I keep, want to let people know, because sometimes people, they feel like one marriage ruins everything for you.
Right.
One marriage, I knew one marriage wasn't going to ruin me from getting married again, because I truly know I am a wife. And I say this all the time. I am a wife. I'm not somebody's girlfriend. I am a wife. So I knew I would be getting married again, but I didn't think this soon. Honestly, now that I didn't know, but I knew I would get married again because I am somebody's wife. So no,
That
you're right.
was-
Don't give up on don't give up on love.
That was very
I
firm,
mean,
babe.
yes.
You are a wife.
Yeah, I am a wife.
And when you
Like,
say that, you know what? Like, like the way you said it, you didn't say I'm married. You said I am a wife. I'm not somebody's wife. I am a wife. And you like, I've been a wife since the womb.
yeah, I am a wife because I know
You know you.
what type of person I am. I
Right.
know who I am. And I was
No question.
yeah, I'm a wife.
I like that, man. That's
I'm a wife.
That's real deep. It ain't like just like I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm married. Yeah, I have a husband. I'm his wife. No, I'm a wife. I've been a wife since I don't know when.
Yeah,
but
I'm
that's
a
all
wife.
I've been. That's what I've been put on earth for, to be a wife. Like basically to be somebody's other half to strength, like to make it fully work. Because it's gonna be you and her, her and him. It's gonna be a couple united, and it takes both sides to be strong to make it to work properly, man. To make it function, to make it work, to make both sides believe that is this is really it. Like God sent her to me or sent him to me. This is really it. Like I am a husband, I am a wife. Like, and it's funny because like. People judge you from your past. You be like, oh, yeah, nigga, you ain't no husband. No, I'm a husband. I've been
He's
going
a
through a dramatic change. I've been going through a lot of what I had to go through to get to this level. It wasn't easy.
And
you know what I'm saying?
You're a great husband too, babe. You honestly, and not just to say it because we own this platform. You're a great husband.
I
You're a
appreciate that,
wonderful
babe.
husband. I mean, you a leader. You a provider. You support me on things, and I mean, you're a husband. You
I
are a
appreciate that.
husband. You are a husband.
I appreciate
and I love
that.
it, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, babe. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm a husband, man. She's a wife, and we are husband and wife, and we for real, it's a great life. It's a great life, and you ain't like
Life is beautiful.
you
for
said,
us.
got to be the
Like,
richest, got to be
yeah,
the most.
had the most things,
This,
and
that,
that,
and-
and nah.
I don't know. It's just like it works. Like I don't wake up feeling like a certain way when I wake up in the morning. Like, man, I thought she was gonna be gone.
You
or
gotta
something.
have a whole lot of stuff and this and that.
I like just say on my day like Saturday, right? Saturday, and you be like, I ain't going to work today. I'm gonna stay home. I'm like, damn, I wanted to be home by myself and shit. I want to sit around the house and just look at TV and drink me some. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like that.
Like that when when a marriage is not going right, yeah, because you don't want to be around that person. You don't want to be around that person. But when you have your person, you want to be around your person all the time.
You don't care. Like
Yeah.
if they say they ain't all okay, cool. No, I've been wanting to talk to you about this and do that. I've been wanting to go to this restaurant or whatever the case may be that y'all got to spend more time together rather than she got to go to work, then you got to go to work and we only meet at night and go to sleep and wake up but when you have extra time to like add to the cause of perfection or whatever you want to call it, something great, it's good to like, okay, she off this day. Oh, I'm off too. Oh, okay. We can do this.
We can do this,
Or
right?
we can just chill. It don't matter.
Yeah, we have our moments. We ask each other, how you feeling? What do you want to do? You want to do this or we going to stay home? You want to do this? You want to stay home? And we feed off each other energy.
Yeah.
We don't force nothing or none of that. We don't get mad at one another. Be like, nah, I don't
Ain't
think
no
I
need
just want
to.
to chill. I ain't in the mood. We respect each other. We be mindful of each other and everything. And we do a lot together.
Yeah,
So,
we
but
do a lot.
We do a lot together. But we have our moments where it's like, nah, both of us said, I ain't feeling it. We know each other.
Yeah,
We know
man.
we can feed off each other. So
I'm good, man. I think when it comes to like the reason why it's so popping and like productive and just like so laid back and what all the good things that you could think about being in a relationship is because like to me, I think when it comes to like you ain't gotta argue and have tension and you can't say what you want to say because you're afraid to offend the person or whatever the case may be. We passed that. You know, like, babe, I don't like when you did this. I can't think of a time as I don't like when you did that. I ain't never said that, so that ain't even in there. But it ain't like we can't say that.
right.
Babe, you shouldn't do that. You should probably do this. Like I won't feel bad saying it because I know you're not gonna give me no negative feedback.
Right.
You're gonna wonder why. You might think about it, let me think about it. Yeah, you make sense when you said that. Okay, you ain't giving me no trying to give me some information that's gonna make me my process fail. So why not trust what you're saying?
Right.
At least give it some thought.
Yeah,
But so many people think that like they going into this relationship, this thing we call love and life and happily ever after, that you got to walk a certain path. But you can also step out of line a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be perfect.
Nobody perfect, and no marriage and no relationship is perfect. So, and that's the thing too. We're not saying our marriage, we make it work. Like we really make it work. We respect each other, and that's the first and foremost thing. It's about respecting each other. So when you respect someone, it's things you just not gonna do because you respect them so much.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do.
I don't want to make you look bad because it's making me look bad.
Right.
Like they be like, like just say a dude been with this lady for 10. We're gonna put 10 on it. We're gonna put 10 on it. Dude, they've been together for 10 years, and he's still playing in the streets, but he know she got his back and she with him, but he's still playing. He know that she ain't gonna leave. Dude, I don't know if you know this or not, but you make yourself look like a fucking idiot.
Right.
Like, I ain't gonna lie though, I'm serious. I'm coming from I'm about to say something like, but I'm coming from dude point of view, from the hood. I'm telling you, like for real, when you like, you know what I'm saying? Like think about it, you make yourself like a motherfucking idiot. Like you out there doing your thing, and you think your wife, like, you just making y'all whole thing look bad. Like you looking crazy. Like just don't even be there, or just like, you know what I'm saying? Like don't, just do what you gotta do. I just think that's my point of view. That's how I feel about it. Like you just you making the whole squad look oily, like dirty. It ain't even no team. It's falling apart. Like people lining up to fill in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm talking about. People lining up to fill in. They looking at everything. Your Facebook page, they're looking at you. They're looking at you in the club. They're seeing how you moving sloppily, and they're like, "Oh, she got to be vulnerable. I don't care, dude will wait or she'll wait till he's vulnerable enough, and he'll take the bait." So yeah, when you leave cracks and crevices in your supposedly stern atmosphere, your stern vault, yeah, you leave room for the roaches to climb in and do what they gotta do. I've been a roach before, but you leave room for motherfuckers to come in and slide in and slither in and do what they gotta do. So, and you think that they there through thick and thin? Nah. Not if you not. Yeah, right. You gotta tighten up, man. So that's my point of view on that. But it's all for the better. It's all love, babe. It's all love. Mm-hmm. But yeah, babe, it's another day. It's another day. And we're going to another year. And I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy.
2025. I'm excited. It's about to be lit, as the young kids say. Lit.
It's about to be lit like that?
It's gonna be lit. 2025 about to be lit. I'm excited.
Is our location gonna be lit? What we gonna be doing? Like, I ain't gonna say everything, but I'm saying, like, is we gonna have a little fun time? We ain't going out of town. We just gonna be at home, but we gonna be, the thing we doing at home is popping, right? We good.
We good.
We ain't gonna need to talk about shit. We good though. It's gonna be. We gonna go to sleep.
Happy New Year.
Hey, it's gonna be popping. So I love it, man. I can't complain, man. I'm loving life.
Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Life is to live. You got to live life.
You got to live
life, especially at our age. I say this so much because we're over 50. It's like live. And my Facebook page, people on my Facebook page, they be living. I'm serious. People be living. Like,
that's good news.
They do. Like, I got good. My Facebook page, and I think I manifested that.
That make you want to live like.
Yeah, I don't have my Facebook page. I don't have like. You have some people, but people is people, and I let people be people. I don't delete people. I don't get mad. People are who they are. Just because I don't agree with things, I don't feel like they bad people. I just can't. That's just not me. But the majority of my Facebook page, I have a positive Facebook page. People be lit.
I love
it. Like, people be so lit on my page. Like, they really do. Yeah. And then people be living their life. They live in life. And then sometimes people will be mad because people living their life. Like, they always partying.
You gotta live your life out here. You can't worry about
doing
nobody
this
else,
and
man.
they doing that. Like, let them live. live.
You got to do
They
something.
be having a blast. I know, they be like, they be out there partying and they be enjoying life.
Babe, that's what I wanted. I wanted to say something about. I forgot what topic we was talking about, but it was something about as far as like growth and everything, and it comes along with living life. If you don't drop, like you probably gonna have to get rid of some people, cause you said people be on there looking, they be mad. They don't be saying it, but you just know they mad. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah. But if you got people in your life that's negative, I don't think you should keep having them like carrying that weight. Sometimes you gotta let people go and slide and step to the side for some time. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but some time that you like, okay, boom, let me get a break from them, and then like slowly like reset and add them back, pieces and little bits and pieces back to your life. You're like, oh, we having a cookout, and they can come, and then like 5 things y'all have, then the next thing you have, you can invite them again, but sometimes you got to give people, y'all need space. Like I ain't even trying to say you got to get them space, but you need space, like so you can get your thoughts together, hold your thoughts and have them in the right place in a state of mind. So
let me read this. Melody, I'm sorry, babe. Melody said, do you have any plans of having singles in your podcast to meet and greet with discussions? We wanted to do that early on when we first started doing podcasts, and that can be something if you up to it. But it's like we was trying to have that, but a lot of people didn't want to come on the platform and discuss things like that, or whatever. But we would love to have it. We would love to have a lot of single people and do meet and greets. Like that's some things like what you said is something we truly wanted to do, because you never know. You can meet people but it was more women willing to do it than men. We had men say they was gonna do it, then they backed out and they never,
Because I would love.
They was like that.
Babe.
Some of them the same day.
Yeah, I would love to have an open discussion. You know what I'm saying? Like, come as even some like you have to be in a relationship or like a marriage or whatever. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? We can talk on the same level. But if you single, yeah, you can say whatever you want to say. Because I've been in the single thing. Yeah, I know all about the single thing. But I'm saying, like when it comes to marriage, let's converse on that. You know what I'm saying? Let's converse on the marriage thing and see what type of, uplifting moments you can get to me, something inspirational, something that make me want to say, I probably got that to my little thing. Or I might be able to give you something, but don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really want to, we want to talk to couples or people that's headed to that direction that really want to like.
No, she's saying like single to meet and greet. Like we have some single women, like we was planning, and then some single men. And then we sit up there and we talk about relationships and stuff.
That'd be a bomb.
That's what we tried. That's what she's saying, babe. She's saying, that's like, dope. Have we ever had that?
Never had that. That'd be dope.
We never had it. And that's something we did try it in when we first started doing the panel.
Oh, yeah.
And we had some guys that agreed that they were going to come on, and they backed out. The women was all for it, but the men wasn't for it. So, Melody, if you can help us get that together, and some people,
but they got to be real though. They got to be willing to be for real, like not just do it for the, but like really say what they like. Yeah, I'm looking for a woman like this and that, but they got to really be looking for that type of woman.
Right, but the topic can be that it ain't even got to be like a singles and they meeting to connect or whatever. We could just get some views,
boundaries.
Yeah.
See where they at.
See where they at and what they looking for, and not just trying to meet and greet and be with somebody that's on the panel. But just have some single women and some single men, and we just talk about things. Because why are you still single? Why you're not? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a relationship? But Melody, if you can help us out in that area, we can make that happen. But we're
looking.
But if you know some people,
if you know somebody that's willing to come on and but at least we got one. I think we got Melanie and her significant or somebody out there that's want to see what's going on. That'd be a dope little thing.
So inbox me and let me know. I mean, we come on every Sunday, so we always allow people who come.
Thinking about switching today. We might switch today. We might switch to another day, but so far Sunday.
So far, it's still on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to reach out to us, hey, we open for it. We definitely open for it. We open for that. So just let us know.
Yeah, she said yes. I'm assuming that she's talking about like boom. So yeah, that'd be dope. Like to have. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that idea, man. I like that. I would love to get the perspectives. Like we sit back, ask like just a random question, and see what they think. What they
the
think
men and
about
the
it.
women, what they thought process on different things. She said, "I will." Okay, cool. So I guess we're gonna head out.
Yeah, we had a nice little conversation, nice little topic going on. You know what I'm saying? A couple of topics.
This podcast tonight. We might sneak one in.
We were trying to incorporate just like a lot of our viewers, hit us up privately and tell us that we want to see y'all talk about more about what's going on with like relationships and things of that nature. So we've been trying to lately incorporate this thing called the Marriage Chronicles.
Yes.
And to discuss different topics and things of that nature that coincides with, being married or headed into that direction. So we've been trying to do that lately, but we will be continuing to have guests on the show.
Guests on the show. Our panelists coming back.
Yes, we still have that.
A lot of the things to set up. We still got Cooking with the Jordans coming out. I know we keep saying it, but we will have that soon.
Yes.
That's coming. But we're gonna go ahead and head out. We enjoyed you all who engaged in our, engaged with us. We enjoyed those who didn't and those who just watch us. We appreciate y'all. It's been a little over a year that we've been on, doing the Pillow Talk podcast.
Yes.
But we're gonna head out and just Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to everybody. Be safe. God bless you all, and see y'all on our next episode.
Yes,
It'll be
we will.
episode 26.
And I want to leave you guys with this. I want to say that if you are out there, man, and you're trying to make waves, trying to do your thing, and trying to be a better parent, I would say really, really spend and invest time into your children, man. Pay attention to what they're saying and try to uplift them as well as yourself. And really, really encourage them to do better and to be a better person in this whole world, because it's getting crazy, and there is nothing better than to have a supportive system on your side. So I'm leaving you with that. But once again, we thank you for joining us, and we want to say yes, peace. We love you. Thanks. Peace.
We're out.
Pillow Talk. Don't forget your pillows. Boom.